Hey guys, I'm Dimension Jumper, and today I'll be doing my least favorite Peter Parker suits from Insomniac Spider-Man 2 game. So last week I made a video talking about some of my favorite suits that you can use as Peter Parker in Spider-Man 2, and in this game, or not this game, this video I'll be talking about some of my least favorite suits, and yeah, some of the suit. I think when it comes to the suits in the game, when it comes to both Miles and Peter, there are some suits that I did really like and enjoyed, and there are suits that I didn't really like. And I think when it comes to the suits, some of the suits in this game, it's mainly due to the design of the suits and how they look like, and yeah, that's mainly where I'm going off with when it comes to this, some of the suits that I'm not a huge fan of in this game. So yeah. So for number five is the Secret Wars Civil War suit. Now with this particular suit, it feels a bit too much like if it's going like it looks like half cyborg, half not. That's how it looks like to me. Like in terms of like it looks like a Spider-Man suit, but it looks like because it's got like this sort of like weird contraption on his chest. It feels like it was going to try. It looks like it's this sort of weird cyborg suit, but it looks like it's halfway committed to looking like something like that, and it just feels half-assed in some parts, and I feel like yeah, I feel like it could have been changed. It maybe I don't know. It's not a good-looking suit. It's just not fun to look at, and yeah, I didn't really use this much. It just feels like it's just a suit just to throw on and just never use again. In my opinion, it just doesn't look particularly great. So yeah, maybe if I don't know, it's really hard to explain. There'll probably be some footage of what the suit looks like and it going in action. But I think it's just one of those suits that's kind of hard to explain and just it's better to see in action and how it's done. And I think maybe if it was given a bit more polish here and there, maybe it would have been a whole lot better. But yeah, that's just my opinion. For number four is the life story suit. Now this suit is probably one of the worst suits in the game because it's pretty much one of, if not the last suits you will probably get in the whole game because it's pretty easy to get every single suit in this game because the currency there's not really much in terms of currency. There's like three types of currency, and they're pretty easy to collect. And for the life story suits for this one, you have to do Harry's um, EM, EMP EMT project table thingy, and that's how you get the suit. And the suit itself isn't really good. It's basically just if you took Spider-Man and put him into a spacesuit, it feels like that, and it feels really bland, very very boring, and yeah, it felt like just feels really bland and boring, and I think I mean I think there's room for improvement, maybe stuff like that, but the life story suit is just bland and really boring, and it's probably pretty much the last suit you'll probably get in the game, and it's really boring. And the thing to do it is quite boring. I think it's just collecting some stuff, collecting some samples here and there, and it's not really fun. So yeah. For number three is the Last Hunt suit. Now this is a suit that's tied into the Craven Hunter base um, part of the game, in that you go around finding all these different bases, and once you've done that, you can get the suit for both Miles and Peter. And for this suit, it doesn't look or feel great. It just feels like if Craven the Hunter just made a Spider-Man suit and was like, oh, okay, this is the Spider-Man suit now. And yeah, I think the gold coloring it's okay. It's not great. It's fine, but like again, I think it just feels a bit bland, and when you compare it to the other suits, for both Miles and Peter. Um, it kind of lacks a bit because at least with the other suits you can get, um, a lot of the other suits are a bit more colorful, and the Last Hunt suit to me, or for me in particular, it doesn't really stand out a lot, and it's okay, but just I think it just feels a bit bland. So yeah, for number two is the new blue suit. Now this suit, it feels, when I first saw it, I thought it looked okay, but upon further looking on it when I was playing through the game, it feels a bit too much like a Fantastic Four suit. In the sense that it feels like if Spider Man was a part of the Fantastic Four in the films, let's say in the Chris Evans films, they had Spider Man, um, and they gave him a suit. It will feel something like they won in the game, and yeah, that's just how it feels like to me. It just feels too much like a Fantastic Four suit. And I know there is that suit Spider Man has where it's just a Fantastic Four suit with a bin bag over his head, and there is that suit. But at least I think there is a reason why he has it. I think it's because he forgot his suit or he's left it at the dry cleaners or something, and he has to ask the Fantastic Four for if they have a spare suit on that he can use for a bit. But with the new blue suit, it feels like it just feels like too much like a Fantastic Four suit, and yeah, it feels like if like, oh, let's make a movie fied version of a Spider-Man Fantastic Four suit, even though he's not in the Fantastic Four. That's how it looks like to me personally. So yeah, and for number one is the Scarlet Spider Mark III suit. Now this suit, when you compare it to the other suits for the Scarlet Spider, I think it really lacks a whole lot because you've got the hood, and I think the amount of blue that's on the suit is a bit too out there. Because if you look at the first suit, that's more of like, or I would say, someone who's might be starting up as a Spider-Man, let's say, and then with the second Scarlet Spider suit, it's more its own and not just a put together recreation of a Spider-Man suit. And with the Scarlet Spider 3 suit, it just feels. I think it just. I think it's mainly just because of the blue. There's too much of the blue, and it's kind of like overpowering the red. And I'm not a huge fan of the hood. The hood just feels like it's there, and there was like and someone just ran out of ideas when it came to a Scarlet Spider suit, and yeah, and at least with the other suits, I do enjoy them. Like I said before, the first one, it's all tacky. It feels like its own make, like put rushed together. But the second one, I do like the whole black and red. I think they really complement each other really well. For this one, it just feels like it just goes all in the wrong direction in terms of how to make a Spider-Man suit, in my opinion. And yeah, I think there could have been a few more improvements to it. Maybe just hone down the blue on it, maybe, and maybe give it a bit more red to it. But yeah, it's just not my personal favorite suit. So yeah, so that's been my top five least favorite Peter Parker suits in the second Spider-Man game. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.